question you want to ask?
I would like to ask Brian Birch to address the separation of church and state issue, and if he feels so qualified.
Well, I followed with interest the presidential campaign and the way in which the religion question has factored into it. And one thing that's been revealed to me is that what's happened in this dialogue is it's revealed a really thin veneer of tolerance in our country. And a veneer over some very difficult, tension-filled debates and issues and passions and conflicts that I think Brian captured really well in his journey. I like the word journey because the film was able to address some of these critical questions about religious conflict, the relationship between politics and religion, and through the lens of someone who is honestly seeking answers through the lens of his own faith, but also doing so in this constitutional republic that we live in. So, as I've been following the campaign, I've been privileged to get emails from various groups who have their own views about what's been going on and how Latter-day Saints have seen Mitt Romney and his candidacy for the presidency. So I wanted to share with you just excerpts from one email that I received from a friend on one of the listservs. And I don't want to make it appear as if this is representative of the views of most Latter-day Saints, but it does capture a voice, not only on the part of Mormons, but on the part of peoples of other faiths when political power gets tangled up with religious authority. So I just want to share an excerpt or two, if I may. This is a woman who was talking about the first debate between Mitt Romney and President Obama. And she said, "I felt that if he had the Spirit of the Lord with him, which is sharper than a two-edged sword, that he would confound his enemies and reveal truth to all those of good conscience. I wondered at some of the things he said during the debate, which I would never think to say. Yet when I prayed about it later, the Spirit revealed that our prayers were most specifically answered. President Obama was clearly confounded, as were even the liberal media, and poll numbers reflected the extent of the truth learned by good people. It is almost like we have a secret weapon, the Spirit of the Lord, which wasn't even recognized even by the friendly forces, and certainly not by the opposition. Once again, we are going to fast and pray for Mitt to have the Spirit of the Lord unto the confounding of his enemies and the revelation of truth, as the Spirit prompts and advises him during the debate." And it goes on. Now, that's an interesting, there are a lot of interesting things about that, but it shows just how difficult these questions are when somebody is so passionate and so committed to a religious truth, an absolute truth, and they want to share that truth with others, and politics is the means by which we share truth, right? Our notion of a good society and what it means and how we want to improve humanity. But we have to do so within this context of supposed civility and respect. Oftentimes, as we've seen in this campaign, civility and respect oftentimes are left to the side when, as Brian pointed out in the film, when there's so much at stake, when labels can be cast about. So just a couple of observations perhaps to enliven the conversation.